You can't learn a new skill without a bit of practice, right? But even when you practice every day, you may not be getting the most out of your practicing. Repeating the thing over and over again is one way to do it. Or you can try another method that scientists found can help you learn the thing twice as fast. So we're gonna dig a bit about the latter one. So stay tuned because this is Rebound Box. Let's say you are a novice trumpet player. You know how to make some noise, you can read music, and you know which valves to push to get a few notes out. Now to learn your skills, your method would probably be to practice a scale over and over again until you can play it correctly every time, right? This may not be the best technique, says a 2016 study published in the journal Current Biology. According to researcher from Johns Hopkins University, here's the secret. Practice different versions of the motor skill you are trying to master instead of doing the same exact thing over and over again. In this study, 86 volunteers were tasked with learning a new motor skill. 6 hours after learning this skill in an initial training session, they were separated into 3 groups. One group practiced the same skill again, another group practiced a modified version of the skill, and the control group didn't do anything beyond the first training session. At the end of the training, the group that practiced a modified version did twice as well with the squeezing task as the group that only practiced that specific move. The researchers believe this pattern works due to something called reconsolidation. Consolidation is a sort of enhancement that happens after your brain has encoded a memory or skill. But before that memory is recalled, you see its effect in the way you can remember test material better after a good night of sleep. For example, reconsolidation happens when the consolidated memory is retrieved and goes through the same steps again, this time being modified with the new information. Researchers have hypothesized that this process plays a role in strengthening motor skills. This explains the 6-hour gap between training sessions. Research has shown that 6 hours is how long it takes for our memories to reconsolidate. But this little tidbit comes in handy for more than just grade schoolers learning to play trumpet. Hacking reconsolidation could help stroke patients or people with other neurological conditions regain motor function. The key to making this tactic work for you is to make small tweaks, not huge changes in what you are practicing. If you make the altered task too different, people do not gain during the reconsolidation. To return to the trumpet example, this means practicing the scale with different rhythms or from different starting notes. It works for sports too. It's why swimmers will practice just stroking with their arms or just kicking their legs, and why basketball and football players perform drills that don't resemble a real game. Got a motor skill you are trying to master? Think of all the ways you can tweak it to add just the right amount of the challenge. So until the next amazing video, keep learning and keep rebounding.